Welcome back, everyone. So today I'm actually pretty shocked that there is a CISO lurking in my comments, in my videos. And I honestly thought that majority of the viewership here are people who were trying to get their foot into cybersecurity. So I am wrong about that. And I'm gonna call this person out, not in a bad way, but I was just shocked. So he is absolutely right. And because he is a CISO, that he should be honestly right. Because I'm not saying that I'm wrong. I'm just saying that there are things in the cybersecurity world that is not all about being technical. That is true. That is very true. But, but it comes up and I think it develops from that. And I always thought, in my honest opinion, it's my thing that if there was no technology, then you wouldn't need all the other non-technical stuff to be put in place for cybersecurity. But hear me out, and I'm just going to go over this with this comment right here from Mr. Blue Razor. As a CISO, I have people on the team with no technical backgrounds. They handle policy creation, policy reviews, infosec training, and project management. Tech is not the only part of infosec. You need technical and non-technical. Also, most tech cybersecurity analysts or engineers lack soft skills or just straight communication skills. Practice your communication skills, peeps. You might be the best SOC analyst on earth, but if you can't present your findings or communicate effectively, no bueno. No bueno. Yes, I agree. I agree. And I'm going to dissect this comment a little bit more, go into a little bit more details of it. So, with my personal history, is when I first got into cybersecurity, I was placed as a manager of information security. And what did that mean? No one knew because it was so damn new to everyone. Even the CIO was like, okay, you're going to be doing this. And I had to figure out everything. So, what was I doing at that moment? Not only was I sitting with the compliance officer because we were working in one of the largest healthcare companies, I had to work with the compliance officer, like read these documents, these policies and procedures and acceptable use and all that other stuff. I was gonna say nonsense, but all that other stuff while setting up firewalls, filtering URLs, and stopping people from clicking on phishing emails because I'm sending out notifications, right? So I was doing a mixed bag of non-technical and technical at the same time, which was very challenging, to be honest. It was a very busy every single day, very busy. So here's the thing. We as technical people love doing cybersecurity because I mean, when you start correlating cybersecurity, most people in their minds who are not technical would be like, okay, those hackers, right? Anonymous, or someone slamming away on the keyboard, or how CSI, those TV shows depict hackers or cybersecurity people, and things like Mr. Robot. All right, so we'll leave it at that. You'll never see on a TV show where, oh, this guy's a cybersecurity policy creator, or a or he reviews policy, or he's checking boxes to tell for an audit where what's your screensaver timeout, what's your password length policy, when is your offboarding and onboarding process, how long does it take to kill an account access after someone's terminated. That's like the other side of cybersecurity. But do you call that cybersecurity? Um, Blue Razor, if you're watching this one, do you call that cybersecurity? I understand it's under the realm of the CISO or maybe even the CSO, but I've worked in places where we work together, right? The policy creators, the infosec trainers, the people who managing the projects. I never considered the project managers, even though they were managing the projects for cybersecurity, were a part of cybersecurity, the team, right? Because we rarely, if we had an incident or included them, mainly for new projects or new like POCs. And POC means proof of concept. You know, you bring in a vendor and we're not paying for it yet. I just want to test it. I want to see how it works. And then we bring that in and we do all that other good stuff. Possibly project managers there. So the thing is, I don't know. I had never found for myself, right, the whole policy stuff and the compliance and regulations, the fun part of cybersecurity. Although, yes, for most organizations, you would need that, right? And for some of you guys who are coming here trying to get into the role of cybersecurity, is that something that you're interested in, right? And when I say that, it's going to be non-technical because you're looking at documents all the time. You have to review documents. You have to create these documents. When I say acceptable use policy, it's like, okay, you know, you may have things like in there that you can't use certain software, or, you know, only software that we allow in the organization is what you can use, you know, and that gets all displayed for all the users across the organization and users or whatnot, including the IT team. Sometimes I'll take that back. Sometimes the IT team gets away with murder, sometimes with using choices of application, only because they have their own special privileges that sometimes people abuse. Okay, and that's from experience. Not saying that I've done that. Um, Project management, yes, you can definitely, there's, you know, certifications on that. It's just basically following through. You don't have to be technical. You don't have to start plugging in IP addresses. You're basically managing the guys or the timeline of when to put things together and trying to accomplish it on time. Getting everyone on the same page. Internal guys who are working for the company and vendors, and just collaborating constantly, right? Trying to knock this thing out. So he is right for the most part. Some tech people, right? Techies they don't have soft skills. And when he mentioned soft skills, like communication, right? I've through the years have probably learned it more by analyzing my seniors, my people I direct reports to. And I started seeing how they interact with the CIO, with the CEO, or when we had an incident, like how was that communication, right? It wasn't like, oh yeah, we got hacked, I don't know what to do now. No, no matter, even if you didn't know what to do, you would never say that, right? So the soft skill is trying to express and kind of like explain everything, but not going into all the technical details. High level. Like, we've been compromised, and this is where we stand right now. We're trying to remediate all this. We have found some sources, and we're doing our investigations. And those are I believe, I mean, I guess that's like some type of soft skill that you need to have in order to explain yourself thoroughly, in order for someone to understand that's not technical. Because you start throwing like, yeah, the firewall got breached and this malware is sitting there, and it started like lateral movement across these different servers. Like, they'll be like, what the hell are you talking about, right? So on the cybersecurity management level, or more senior level, that's that part where it's not technical. Here's the thing though, for most of the guys who are in cybersecurity who are not technical, from what I have seen and what I've noticed, is that those positions, whether you're writing policies, reviewing policies, going through audits, you need to have a higher level of comprehension, and you need to have that 4-year degree, or if not more, because I can guarantee you, for those positions that are not technical in the cybersecurity world, you have to be next level up, because you have to, the reading comprehension is so much higher. And I can tell you right now from my experience that I don't enjoy that. Even though I can, it, like, to me, it's like torture, right? Like, if you want to really torture me, give me a policy, tell me sit in a room and read it by the end, like for the entire day, I'll probably go insane, right? That's not what I want to do. Although, you know, sometimes if I have to do it, I have to do it. But it's not every single day. Some these guys, that's all they do, and that's they don't get to touch firewalls. They don't get to touch, any incidents. They don't get to look at workstations or firewall rules or anything like that. They basically have to review policies, draft them, and update them as needed for the organization. So, Mr. Blue Razor, I agree with you. I agree with you on many levels in regards to that. I do talk a lot about technical stuff here because I still enjoy that. There was a point in time where, and of course, you probably by this time you probably seen my CISO position interview. Uh, I mean, I can adapt, but I honestly think that even becoming a CISO, and if you didn't come from a technical background, which is fine, as long as you have a business sense, and even if you were an auditor or a policy writer or a policy reviewer, you can still become a CISO. But in my real honest opinion, you have to have that technical background because this is where it all came from, right? If internet didn't happen, if these computers didn't happen, why would they even be cybersecurity? Cybersecurity, even though I always look at the policy writers, they are usually on a higher level, but if it wasn't for everything else, the policies and the audits wouldn't even exist, right? So you can take that however you want, but I just wanted to address that. I thought that was pretty interesting, and I was really shocked to have learned that there is a CISO in one of my subscribers, and there are probably many more that I don't even know about, and you guys haven't commented. So if you are out there, just comment below. I'm more interested to learn about and work with people, whether they're SOC analysts all the way up to the CISO, right? So the only way you can get better is by learning from others. And I appreciate this Blue Razor commenting and telling me that this right here, I can tell you right now, is knowledge and experience. And this is gold right here. Things like this is gold, right? Don't take his comment and say, oh, that's, yeah, okay, whatever, I don't believe. No, the gold is here. This is these nuggets. Some of these comments are so helpful that you just have to read them. You have to read it, comment back. If you want to ask these like questions in between these, and you hit reply and say, hey, you just mentioned this, but does this also, whatever it is that you want to like find out more about, who knows? Maybe Mr. Blue Razor is looking for some technical expertise, right? So there you go. Keep that communication alive. Do it all here. And like I said, I'm looking to possibly creating a group so a lot of us can actually get together and communicate more frequently, opposed to you guys just waiting for me to release more videos. All right. I want to thank you guys for being here, and please hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Bye.